answers on here. Thank you for actually coming here. Thank you, Virgo, for following me. Okay, so I get the first energies that I'm getting here are that you still are in love with this person from your ex. I get there's still a love here, a deep love. And you can't seem to move on from this person. You still kind of love this person. And you felt very, very deeply bonded. I do feel that there is an unfairness here. I get the Justice card, and the Justice card is in reverse. So the Justice card is you felt this very unfair, how this actually ended, and unjust. So maybe this person met somebody else, male or female, or I do get this person may have cheated and met someone else, and actually was seeing this other person before you actually split. So there is this kind of unfairness around this situation. Now there is a difficulty in getting closure from this, I feel, Virgo. And it's like an obsession, it's like a fixation of going over like the good times you had together with this person. Although there's no hope in this situation, I feel. And this person didn't treat you too well, okay, in the way they conducted themselves. You still feel very bonded to this person. And you felt comfortable. You may have children to this person. You felt comfortable with them. I just feel that you are dissatisfied within your own life, and that's at this present time, and that's why you are thinking about this this ex-love of yours, because your life isn't how you would like it to be. And that's why there is this obsession with this ex of yours, okay? So I do get the Seven of Pentacles, and there's an impatience of meeting the right person, although you may have met people, okay? You may have dated people, but they have not kind of matched up to your ex. But I do feel there's like an idealization here of this ex. And yeah, I get an idealization. I don't feel it was like that all the time. I feel, and I do get the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, which is an impatience of how unjust you feel. I feel you're fixated in how unjust you feel here. How you feel this was not fair, and how you felt. I think you're fixated on that, and how much energy and how much you put into that marriage or that relationship. You feel very deeply about that. The times, you gave birth to their children, maybe. Sometimes, you may have gone through cancer, and this person, you may have stood by this person. And all these times you have actually made this very, very close bond together. And these secrets that you shared, that you've not shared with other people, and you felt comfortable sharing your secrets with this person. So there's a comfort. There's a comfort around this past love, and this nostalgia around this past love. There's a comfort around this, and this is Spirit guide is trying to say this is actually what this is, this energy of this feeling, this comfort around this person, and thinking of the good times, you know, the smiles and the laughter that you shared together is kind of like an escape from what you're experiencing in your own life, which you're not happy with, you know, your own dissatisfaction with the way your life is at the moment, but because you keep going back to this ex love of yours that in reality was not perfect. Okay, in reality this person caused you heartbreak, deep heartbreak. They caused you a lot of pain, and even when you was with this person, you was going through a heartbreak because of the way they were treating you. You know, there was this gnawing pain within you, knowing that either they were cheating or they were going off for days. They left you alone for days. They ignored you. They put you down. They disrespected you. They did not think of your needs. You know, it was all about their needs. They didn't feel that you needed support. They left you to look after the children alone while they went and did their own thing. So there were lots of things here that were very negative, and this person disrespected you, but you still kind of look at the good times you had together, and you're finding it difficult to put closure on this. You know, it's like, I shared a life with that person, you know, and I you know, I still remember those days. In reality, they're spending a life with somebody else, and but you're thinking, yes, but I also spent time with that person. And it's like this obsession, this fixation. And even if you do meet somebody, they can't live up to this ex of yours. You know, my ex did this, my ex did that. You know, I was so in love with my ex. I was obsessed with my ex, you know, and nobody feels like they can match up to that. And that's so unfair. It is so unfair to put somebody in that situation, you know. I mean, how would you like it if you've met somebody and, you know, it was all happy, you was going out for meals together, you was going for days out together and all this, and all they did was talk about their ex, you know, my ex did this, my ex, I adored my ex, you know, if my ex hadn't have cheated, I would have still been married. Or if my ex did, I would have still been with that person. How would you feel if you was that person that was actually dating on that date with you, you know? So nobody, although I don't feel you meant to do that, but I do feel this is also in the mix, that it kind of puts people off when you keep going on about the ex, you know, or it causes heartbreak in that person because they actually don't feel good enough for you, that you're still very deeply in love with this ex of yours. So all because you actually feel comfort in this nostalgia. I also get here that, you know, the pressures, and that, you know, you've got pressures, maybe pressures in your life that you didn't have then, and referring to this security, this fake security you keep going back to, when really, you know, you feel insecure in your own life, and you feel the pressures of life, of paying the bills, paying the mortgage, paying the rent, and you're thinking, and you're looking back at a time where you felt secure. You know, I'm on my own now. I'm having to do all of this by myself. I'm wallowing in this self-pity of, yes, I really miss my, you know, in your private moments, I really miss my ex because, you know, we shared these responsibilities, but in reality, that was not true, possibly. You were still paying the bills. You were still paying the mortgage yourself, but there was this false sense of like security. You were still going out to work, although you've got young children. So in a way, it's just you looking for some kind of fix, like a heroin junkie, really, looking for a fix here to make you feel better, like a band-aid. So when things are not going great in your own life and you're feeling insecure, you look back at the security and the nostalgic comfort of the past, okay? So it's like a band-aid, and you get that shot of heroin, of kind of imagining and dreaming about this, you know, relationship or this this love of yours from the past who did not serve you. They did not serve you. Okay, this is what I'm getting here for Virgo. I get guilt as well. There may be guilt, male or female here. And, you know, again, yes, Sandra, thank you for putting that comment. I do get that this is blocking people. I do get it's causing people to be in limbo. I'll just read that, what Sandra put, because I will put this, you know, this will be on playback. So, hi, I am an ex-Sag woman in limbo. I am stuck in my head about a Virgo ex. Don't know if I should wait for him or run. We don't speak. He blocked me, and I am watching many tarot. Yeah. And that's another thing you do when you're trying to get over an ex, is look up many tarot readers. And I hope that this tarot reading is going to bring sense to your head. I really do. I can't help personally here. So this is a reading for Virgo. So I want you, Virgo, to actually walk into your future, leading the way here, leading the way with your own security and power. That's what I want here for you. And I guess you're right there, Sandra, that this is like in limbo land. It is you do feel in limbo, but the thing is, you can get stuck in limbo. You can get stuck in limbo for years, okay, 4 years, because of this comfort, this nostalgic comfort, you know, of the history of this person. You can get stuck in this because it's, you know, like I said, you're looking back at something that was not perfect. If it was perfect, it would still be, you'd be still with this person. I mean, look at the times of this person when they went off alone and they were so selfish and maybe left you with your children on your own. And your hair, you know, you're pulling your hair out because you can't get through the day with the stress, and they've just buggered off and left you to it. Think of those days of when you struggled and when you was at the kitchen sink crying, you know, because you couldn't cope. And when they came through the door, absolutely you're going to dive on them and shout on them and go mad and crazy. So the only way I can think here to get over this, because it is in your head, and I did another video about it's in your head. Now, I don't mean it's in your head in a fake way or a manipulative way at all. But this time, I feel it is in your head. You are deluded by this whole relationship, okay, from the past. And thank you, Sandra, for your comments, because I must be reaching out to you here because you've gone to so many tarot readers about this. And here I am telling you how it is. Okay. This is in your head. This is in your head. You're deluded over this past situation. And you can't control this, you know. I do get that you cannot control this. You know, this person, it's over, that they have moved on. And you are, yeah, you know, you're left here with this nostalgia. And I feel for some of you, you may even go to bed at night and falling to sleep thinking, I hope I actually dream about that because it makes me feel happy. And going to sleep, dreaming about this person, hoping, you know, you're going to bring these lovely kind of feelings of comfort back. But do you know what that is? That is you looking for that heroin shot to take away all of these insecure feelings that you feel in your present life. And if you get that kind of fix, it's going to make you feel better. And if you go back to that ex, you know, although that person cheated on you, they disrespected you, they did all these things that were horrible to you, I'm still going to get my fix. I'm still going to feel that comfort for that moment. Heartbroken. I get this. I get you're heartbroken. I can't control any of this. I can't control any of this, okay? I can't control how this person behaves. I can't control how this person behaves, how this person cheated on me, how heartbroken I truly am here. I can't control. I think that's the first step of putting closure on somebody that you're still in love with and they have moved on and you're heartbroken, is actually to say to yourself, I can't control this. I can't control this person's behavior. And yes, look what they did to me. Look, you know, they cheated. They went running around behind my back. They were verbally abusive. They raged at me, shouted at me, pushed me around. And all because I love them. All because I love them. And but I'm kind of waiting for that, you know, that lovely intimate times we had together, which were not very often, I feel, towards the end. And I feel from spirit here, this is where you start, is to kind of realize you don't have control over people. You don't have control over, you know, your thoughts may be, I would never cheat. Your thoughts may be, I would never do this to anybody. But it's not going to be their thoughts, is it? My thoughts are, I would never put anybody down. I would never treat them badly. I would never leave them with the children. I would never leave somebody with a child to survive alone. That's your thoughts. It's not the other person's thoughts, and you can't control those thoughts, okay? I feel this is a start to put closure on something that you are, I'm not saying anybody here who's putting comments that you are deluded about, okay? Whoever I'm reaching out to, goodness me, you are heartbroken. You're still hanging on to this person, and you want to end this emotional pain. Yeah, I can see. I've actually said that as you said that, Sandra. So that was very sort of resonant, wasn't it? So you wanting to end this emotional pain. Remember that this was like a fix, okay? Because if you wrote down the pros and cons of this relationship, if you wrote down the pros and cons, right? And this is a great thing to do when you're going through a heartbreak, okay? And I'm getting this from Spirit. If you write down the pros and cons, you put down one side, okay, the reasons why you miss this person on one side. And then realistically, without being deluded, right on the other side, the reasons why you were so unhappy in this relationship. What did this person do to you? How did this person disrespect you in public? How did this person disrespect you by cheating? How did this person disrespect you by, not being present, not supporting you, leaving you alone every day to manage with finances and everything for you to juggle? So write down, I mean, we've all been there. I've been there. I've had heartbreaks. I've had heartbreaks in my life. I don't think that I did that. I think I got stuck in limbo for a long time when I was heartbroken. And I'm actually giving you some of my life experiences here because I feel I can share as well. My own heartache, I struggled. I was in limbo for years. And I didn't have any close relationship with anybody because I was so scared to get so close intimately. But if I could, and I feel if Spirit could give anybody advice or help anybody and guide somebody who's heartbroken, I would firstly and put these pros and cons, and you'll find that you'll be shocked by the amount of unhappiness that you actually felt in that kind, and then it kind of puts perspective on why it didn't work. Okay, why it didn't work. You're going to look at that, the pros. Oh yeah, I remember that lovely day we went for that picnic. I remember that riverboat thing. I remember going to, but didn't we end up rowing at the end of the day? Oh, and when we went for that camping trip, didn't we end up raging and ripping the tent up? And and what about that day? Wasn't that ruined by his kind of mood swing? And it makes you kind of put things in perspective when you kind of look at those good times and those bad times. So Spirit here is trying to help you with this. Although this sounds pretty harsh, it's not harsh. I feel that, I do feel that Spirit is trying to help you get through this heartbreak. Virgo, day by day. And there's that song, isn't there? Day by day. It's a religious song, isn't it? Oh, dear Lord, these things we pray. Yeah, step by step, day by day. And that is so poignant spiritually, isn't it? I also get here from Spirit that you know, this person will blame you for their bad behavior. Of course they will. And then you say, well, maybe it was me, maybe it was me, maybe it was me, you know. Maybe it was my fault. What did I do? I wasn't slim enough. I didn't have the long hair. I wasn't kind of, you know, I never used to chat and banter and joke like, you know, it's rubbish, really. It's nothing to do with you. Because this other person will be trying to, will also be saying, manipulating this new person and saying, you know, my ex was wasn't like that, and my ex was this, and my ex was that. So they will be doing this to the new girlfriend here, or new boyfriend if you're a man. So I get here that you want to end this emotional pain, because inside, to end this emotional pain, you would be prepared to take this person back, regardless of those cons, you know, that I was talking about, just to take away this pain, just for that moment. And that's your fix of heroin. Okay, that's your fix of heroin, that pleasure. Does that make sense? So really, it's what this is doing is injecting that pleasure back into you. You know, when you feel that, I want to get, addicted to love. Yeah, I think I was addicted to love. I used to watch all these romantic movies, and I believed in all that BS. Well, I still do. I'm still a big romantic at heart, you know, and I was addicted to love. And I used to run back. So I've been there. I used to run back to get this injection of love, this fix. So when there's no hope, and when you know that this person has disrespected you, has cheated on you, has done all these sins against you, and there's no hope, and your pros and cons, your pros are going off the, you know, off the state scale here, then I'm actually getting the birds angry outside. Can you hear? Then you've got to sit back and think, why do I want to go back to that torture, that abuse, or whatever it was? I'm not going to bring up abuse, because I don't like to bring up abuse. I'm not here for that. I'm here to help guide people to a joyful life. Okay. And yeah, joy. Where was the joy in that relationship? Where was the joy? And if you really looked at it, it was very far and in between. Okay, the days that you had knots in your stomach, the days that you cried because this person doesn't know how to be in a relationship, you know? Do you want somebody who will want to do this to you? Do you want this person who's rejecting you? I don't think so. Okay, I don't think so. I think you just want this this injection of heroin, of this comfort, of nostalgia. I think that's the way to put it. Yeah, I think if we love deeply, I think we do go back, and we go back, we learn our lesson, and then we do it until we realise, actually, there's no hope here. And these people, these kind of individuals, male or female, know that you will come back. And the more then they become even more kind of, they push the boundaries even more, treat you badly even more. So it's like, oh, she'll get over it, or he'll get over it. He's my belonging. He belongs to me. He's my kind of, possession. So I feel once you've looked at this kind of list here, this blooming great big list, I think it's time then to look at your own self-love. How do you do that? Anybody got any ideas? If you want to share comments with other people of how you actually put love into yourself instead of going to get that heroin injection, as I said. Well, I have got here actually, which is quite poignant. Is the Princess of Swords in reverse. And if you want to look that up, the Princess of Swords in reverse means detaching yourself, distancing your emotions from this person and becoming an observer and not getting your emotions involved. Okay. I do get spying too. So you may be spying too on this person on social media. You need to stop doing that, okay? And why is your life so unsatisfactory? Why do you not feel happy with your life at present that you keep having to go back to this situation from the past in your head? In your head. Why do you do that? I think that you do that because your own life is not sorted and stable. Once you get your own life stable, once you your finances, once you work on yourself, your emotions, and start to love yourself, you won't even think about this person so much. Then you will be an observer. Then you will be a distant observer, because that's when you will not go running back for that injection of heroin, because you're happy in your own skin, your own situation, and you feel secure. So you're not looking back at that nostalgic comfort, because you created your own comfort, okay, within yourself, within where you live, within the work you do. So that's the work you need to put in, okay? I'm getting this from Spirit. You need to put work into yourself, loving yourself, building up your own life, building up. If you're still with this person and you're going through heartbreak but still living with this person, plan an exit plan, okay? Of, create this life outside of this and build up this life, and then step into this life that you've created. If you're in this, this person has left, maybe left you with children, or left you for somebody else, or cheated on you, all of this, then you have to look at your own life, putting your love into your children, pouring that energy into yourself, making yourself look great. Get down to that gym, start working out. If you can't afford the gym, go walking, start getting very fit, get yourself strong, mentally strong, and then work on your finances too. Work on those finances. Look at that job that you would love to get. Build that business that you're trying to build up, create that life that's this dream life, okay? But once you've done that, and once you've built yourself up separately from this person, expect that person to want to come back to you. Because that's when they do want to come back, is when you've set up a perfect life without them. And they'll come back and they'll say, I put you, this is what they're thinking, okay? I put you through all that hell and high water and you've turned out like this? Really? How did you do that? And that is the only reason they will come back, to find out how you pulled yourself out of that heartbreak, out of that gutter that they put you in, to be successful. They want to find out how you've done that. Now, I don't want to be too negative here. I'm trying to pull you out of this heartbreak. For whoever I'm reaching out to here, I'm reaching out spiritually to somebody to pull them out of this heartbreak. And this is the only way. Spiritual guides here intuitively are getting me to say to you, this is the only way to do this. Look at your life, your moments around you, okay? Look at the moment, even if you're just sat in a room, pick up a book, think, this is my life, this is my moment. I'm not going to arc back at this, you know, this situation that was mentally cruel to me. I'm not going back there. I'm sat in this room, I'm going to pick up my favorite book, and I'm going to start to read my book, and I'm going to live my life, okay? Not in a selfish way. I'm going to pour into me. I have always wanted to learn about this thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this. I'm going to learn about this. I'm going to do what I wanted to do. You know, look at your life and think, well, I always wanted to maybe go on that kind of, I don't know, something very simple, the ferry ride across the river. I always wanted to do that ferry ride, but, you know, my ex didn't want to do that. I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to make that part of who I am, you know. I'm going to go do some retail therapy. I'm going to take my kids for a lovely day out, for a picnic. I'm going that because now this is my life, and this is the life that I'm creating for me and my kids, and just try to start to close the door on this situation that never ever served you, okay? Now, I'm going to leave it there. And thank you for your comments on, I know I'm doing this live. Thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate it. Everybody that's helping, I hope this is pulling you out as you. Sandra there, she says she's a painter. Well, get your painting out, get your easel out, get that out. This is me, you know. Although I'm in a little box room here or something, I'm sitting here. This is me. This is my identity. I am going to paint this. Okay. Well, I hope that you are getting something from this that's going to pull you out of this damn heartbreak, okay? I'm going to leave it there. Okay, for everybody. This was for Virgo. If you'd like your own personal reading to help you on your journey, I also do intuitive coaching too. So if you want any personal reading, my email is sixsensetarot@gmail.com. And I will leave that in the description box at the bottom too. Just check it out in about 20 minutes because I've got to fill in the description box yet. And also I've got a special, a great special for you guys, half price at the moment. So if you want to take advantage, sorry, I can't say it, take advantage of that, please do. So sending you lots of love, guys. And remember, this is your life, okay? Your moment, your identity, you, okay? And forget about trying to get that heroin fix from somewhere else, okay? Sending you lots of love, lots of blessings, and bye for now. Bye-bye.